Hey Guardians, Ebontis here. Gonna do my solo run through of Challenge of Elders with my Titan. Modifiers we've got our grenade kill bonus, Catapult and Juggler. Pretty much throw grenades and only throw grenades. The build I'm running for the Titan is going to be Sunbreaker with Simmering Flames and Thermite grenades. The wave effect, you can get quite a few enemies with that, and then Simmering Flames, when your super is charged, you get your grenades back twice as fast. So twice as fast paired with Catapult, you get them frequently. I'm running Armamentarium for my extra grenade, and everything else is pretty much optional. Always make sure you pop your three of coins, and we'll get going. So round one is going to be Keksis, that's Taken Fallen. Main abilities he's got is one, it's the summoning bomb that you have to stand in to desummon it. It's that suppression and taking away abilities bomb. The other one is the good old Taken Captain Black Ball of Death. So dodge that one and you should be alright. Now what I like to do is be in here, take that first shot just a little bit to the left, and then you can come across and stagger him. So have your sniper out from the get-go. And you can sit here and control this fight a little bit. One more thing you can do right as he summons this, come out here, run in kind of a circle around it real quick. He's one of the few that won't do kind of a stomping ability. And you can pull most of the enemies to you. And have some fun here with some grenades. Now there should be quite a few coming up to you here. You're going to have the plenty of the Vandals out there in the middle, so watch out for those. You're going to have the Thralls up here close by. And then just keep looking out for the Vandals as you can. Apparently I'm just going to hit him in the air with a grenade. Now this one's hard for time balancing. It actually is somewhat difficult because you want to use your grenades and you get them fairly quickly, but there's a point where you start running out of the ability to actually be effective with taking him out. Now, I want to see how close I can get and actually take out this blight bomb. It's in like the absolute worst spot for me right now. I have to try and run back and forth in here, try and do some damage and not die at the same time, and channel that corrupted light. Trying to take out the enemies while trying to keep him at bay is somewhat difficult, and still trying to summon this blight bomb down. I think I actually got it, almost died though. Alright, so we're done with that one for a little while. Deal with some of these Vandals. I keep throwing that at my feet, a little too close. You gotta take him out, take a random dude out with a precision shot, you'll at least get some more points for that. I can actually stand here and decorrupt that one, so that's always nice. I think we're pretty close at this point. Oh, he's actually up there with me. Perk of all these grenades, you'll probably do a decent amount of damage to him if he's up here and aggressive with you. So now you just need to start staggering him with your sniper rifle and get to the next phase of damage. Once you can stagger him, again, you'll control this. Looks like I've got reinforcements coming already, so I'm good to go here. I'm just going to throw some extra damage on him to keep him occupied for a little while. You get your grenades back really quickly, so you're not going to miss out on too much. Just keep moving in and around this middle area. Look for any of the guys that are coming. I actually saw that blight bomb show up and instantly get desummoned, which is nice. Him being up this close has some perks. If it's just a little out of range though, it's a bit rough. Those blight bomb or those little black balls of death still hurt though, so be careful. Now, those guys may be aggressive, but sometimes they're not all going to come up to you. So make sure again you're looking out, checking your radar. You're not going to get all the guys. If you're playing this method, you're just probably going to miss some. It always seems to happen to me, so. Again, keep trying to use your grenades where you can. And then once you feel like you've got a decent amount of damage done, you can start chunking them down. And keep getting lucky with those summons. They're going down really quickly, so it's allowing me to keep Simmering Flames, which is important for this methodology. Because Simmering Flames allows you to get your grenades twice as fast. Also looks like I've got reinforcements incoming, so there's that damage to the boss again that pretty much worked out. Looks like I've got one more Thrall out there. Gonna try and throw this in just kind of a random cross pattern out there, just to keep some damage going across the board. Taking out a few of them. And you get them back about every 6 seconds, so it's really not so bad. You just gotta make sure you can pull as many of the enemies into the grenades as you can. So the more that you get up here in the front, the better off you're gonna be. Looks like I've got my share down here in the front middle. So if they're really close, try and have it actually go across underneath his feet. and then toss some back out if they're backing off that way. And again, you can just play this game of using the cover to your benefit. Grenades coming out about every 6 seconds, so hopefully I can take most things out. Keep the damage going on him, also a good thing. Getting a little score deductions now, but we're doing alright at the current point in time. But again, this is the balance of if you really want every grenade kill versus trying to make sure you're efficient on time. Again, make sure you are pushing pretty aggressively to try and get those blight bombs summoned down. And then as soon as you've got just about all the enemies taken care of up here, just keep pushing, and grenades will actually help take him down. You can use that as you're moving around trying to get to a point where you can stagger him. And then if you're at a point where you can start staggering him, just start doing damage. This is not going to be your top room for points, unfortunately. So you're just going to have to take advantage of what you can with regards to trying to get as many points as you can. And just kind of live with the fact that you're not probably going to get them all. So deductions are going to start happening sooner and sooner. So you want to make sure and move pretty quick through this last section. Plenty of the Vandals out there in the front. I'm actually decorrupting the light right there. See, and there's so many enemies that are just sitting out there in the middle. Not sure why they're not even pushing up. But at this point, they're not. Ow. That grenade should get a few of them. Nice. Still got another round. I'm at 37. I'm actually doing okay on points. I just make sure I don't lose those points time related. So this is the point of just trying to make those efficiency decisions. And again, when he's up here in your face, if you can get those sniper shots, you really start to slow down his Black Ball of Death ability. And again, desummoning that one quickly, always nice. If you see a random guy, you may as well go for him. But I do believe it's time to stop him from controlling this fight. Start pushing for the next round of enemies, which should be just about now. And then now you really want to push him a little bit more. You want to make sure you leave some room if you're doing grenade damage out there in the middle. But at this point, you're pretty much going to try and get about 5,000 points if you can control it and finish him off. You'll get about 500 from him, maybe a little extra if you get a grenade kill. But mostly what you're going to do is get your 500 from him, try and push yourself up to about 5,000. It's kind of all I'm going for at this point. I think I desummoned that one. Ow. Man, those guys are all over the place. Watch out for those Vandals. They'll still hurt. Their little line rifles are going to be killer if they get you. I'm trying to get all the grenade kills I can. I think I just need to start picking some of these guys off that are farther away. Can't even see them all at the moment. So about 4,400 now. I'm going to start losing time deductions, I'm sure, too. I really need to just start picking them off. See, there was another deduction, I think. And there you go. 5,000 and done. So 5,000 about decent. He's just going to be really annoying just due to the fact that he's got the, man, so many engrams. Everything is full. Oh, so many greens. That's why. I have too much stuff, guys. It's just ridiculous. Trying to pick up engrams so my postmaster doesn't get too crazy full. Helmet full, really. Yeah, pick up any ammo that's around here, any engrams, and we'll move on to the next section. Alright, so that fight is fairly straightforward. Next one is going to be Vex. Just that, with the aggression, it's actually kind of interesting. You can either run around the map and kind of get him to move and they're going to chase you, or you can have the alternative of having everything come to you in the front. Now, not all of it's going to come, but that first room is going to be a little more on the frustrating. Why did I lose points? I was at 5,000 and he was dead. That's frustrating. Oh well. It's one thing I wish they would fix, but can't help that. This one should be a lot easier. You're not going to lose your abilities and have to worry about that blight bomb. You're just going to be able to cook everything down pretty quickly. So this is going to be the Seditious Mind. Take in Vex. Come over here again. And what you want to do is try and get some sniper shots into him early. Now you can just save yourself some time later on. So for the boss, I always like to put a couple shots into him early on. About 4 a clip will do. And you also notice this little bomb that they summon. That's the painful thing that his ability will cover. And you're going to have plenty of enemies out here, and you just want to try and use your grenades and start cooking those guys down. Those hobgoblins are going to be the worst part. If you can take those out early on, you'll save yourself a lot of time. And then once you get them to start lining up this direction, you can pull most of them over to you. You can really start cooking these guys down with grenades. Now this is going to be a really efficient room, just because you can pull a lot of them to you pretty much in a line. And you're really just going to be able to start lining them up and cooking them down. Probably saying that in a weird way. You got the occasional straggler. For speed, you can go for the direct shot there. But these guys should be pretty easy. They're just going to come to you and just get mowed down. There's this red ring on the ground. You can see that little targeting reticle floating there. Just avoid that one, and you should be relatively okay. Keep throwing those grenades. Make sure you've got everybody covered. Once you come up here and your radar is clear, just come back behind this grate. And you can kind of use this as a way to shoot him. Now, he can shoot through it if you times his shots right, but as his are more of an angle, it's a little harder for him to actually hit you. And usually it takes just a few shots to get the next set of enemies to come. And then once they start coming, you want to try and get these hobgoblins down here to the right-hand side taken out early on. Those are going to be your early focus just for one, trying to take them out, and then 2, just because they're probably the most painful guys to take out, you want those down quickly again. And again, if you start lining these guys up over here, depending on what direction that fire wants to go. Wow, they're really not going the right direction here. There. Now I can start working them down. And again, you can just float over here and then start having them come over here to you. If I've got that hobgoblin behind me, he's probably gone now. If he really wants to hover away, I'll let him, fine. But these guys, pretty easy as they're going to come over here to you. Most of them will work their way this direction. You can just start melting them down, I think like I just did right there. Quite a few of them down at the same pass, so not too overly difficult on this one. Just because your ability to line these guys up and cook them pretty well. It's nice. Makes things a little easier. Watch for that red ring. If it's on the ground, you don't want to be standing in it. And I think I've got just about everybody. Radar's pretty clear. So start your damage on the boss. And again, if you use this grate as cover, it's a little more efficient on this guy, just because his shots do come at angles, so not as many of them seem to make it through. And then once you get reinforcements incoming, you get another shot or 2 on, but you really want to focus those guys down back there. If you can get those 3 hobgoblins down in the back, which I just did, then all you're really going to have is goblins, and these guys are pretty much a no-brainer with these things. So sit over here, just line them up. Works really well. Probably more efficient than almost any other method I've used on these guys before. Outside of super kills, those are pretty effective too. Hi, how you doing? Would you like regular or extra crispy? I'm going extra crispy at this point, I think. Man, a couple of these. Oh, that's the targeting bomb. Occasionally that targeting bomb will catch you off guard. Get up out of the way pretty fast, and that'll help you survive that one. Then if you really want to be efficient with your bombs, you can start doing this little crosshatch situation. And pretty much at any angle there's going to be fire that they're going to take damage from, so it's going to be a nice way to take them out. I think we're pretty good on enemies at this point. I'm going to go ahead and come over here and get some more damage into the boss, as long as he doesn't annihilate me first. If you guys wondering what sniper rifle this is the Irene RR4. You can sometimes get it from the Gunsmith. And again, focus on those hobgoblins first. Those are going to be your quick ones to take out. If you can take those out, their sniper damage is going to be pretty much something you don't have to worry about. Watch for that red ring on the ground. That thing will definitely hurt. And again, come over here and work on the guys in front of you. Nice thing about being over here, all the guys on the opposite side, especially on Berserk, are going to head your direction. So you don't even have to worry about trying to go find them. These guys, for sure, the Vex, will all come straight to you. So pretty nice and efficient. One hobgoblin did make it through. He hurts a little bit, but the red ring on the ground is still coming. Nice thing about putting two in a row with Armamentarium, you can actually line them up so if those guys do try and cross over, you can really limit the direction of where they can go. And I think I got, what do I have, two more here? Those guys should be down, and we'll come over here and try and get some boss damage going. Little turnaround right now. This will be the last wave. So once I see the reinforcements coming, watch for that little blight bomb as well. I think I had one on top of me. Get him as close as you can to that final damage round. And again, just keep throwing those grenades. This is a really efficient room. I was at like 4,700 and I'm at 18,000 now, so I don't think I've killed one of these guys with anything but, you know, a grenade or maybe one of the random shot, but yeah, they pretty much all melt from these. It's really, really nice. Catapult, Simmering Flames. Honestly, Warlocks, you guys can use your super, you get your bonus, lots of grenades there. If you use something for a Hunter, you're really going to have probably an issue trying to make this one. This is going to be the hardest for the Hunter. I think that's how it's going to go. I don't think there's a great mechanic for the Hunters. There's one where you're Scavenger, where you can actually pick up ammo and get grenade and melee ammo. It's helpful, but it's not the game changer like Simmering Flames paired with Catapult. I mean, Catapult makes it manageable, but you're not going to go nearly as fast. I think that's pretty much all of them. So tons of ammo sitting over there. Come up here and finish him off. Now, one thing you can do is for one, don't stand on the little red bomb. Now, if you can try and finish him off with a grenade, you'll get some bonus points. And there you go. 22,000 out of that round. So as I said, that first round, it's going to be a rough room with Keksis and his draining abilities. Honestly, that one's going to be a bit of a pain. Really. But if you manage to get through the first room, the second one's going to be easier. Cabal, we'll have to see how that goes. But that room's pretty easy, honestly. Just get your sniper on him, use cover to get your damage on him, and then just start melting the guys. I mean, they'll line up. If you head over to the right with Berserk, they're coming to you. So it's a pretty straightforward room, not too shabby. And Cabal is round 3. I don't know, I think I probably lost like 1,000 on the first round, so I didn't lose much that time. So, pretty efficient run. Now this one, honestly, is better than normal Cabal, just because you don't have to deal with those flares and the shields, so it's not so bad. And with the grenades that we've got and the frequency that we're going to get them, we'll be able to try some stuff.
Servant of Oryx.
I might try like Void Wall maybe with the Hunter, still trying to decide, but Thermite Grenade with Catapult and Simmering Flames is kind of a no-brainer for the Titans. So this is going to be Noru'usk. He is going to be the Taken Cabal main ability right there. He's going to have that thing, the Axiom Bolt. He's going to be sending those to you. You're also going to have these Phalanx. They're going to be pushing up really hard. Nice thing about them pushing, you can definitely take them out. Listen for that Axiom Bolt. That is going to be your main thing to listen for. And also, just as these guys are going to be pushing pretty hard, you want to make sure you're on the move pretty frequently. Now, Berserk is apparently going to cause some of these guys not to come to you, so you got to watch out for that a little bit. Now, if you really want to work some of these guys down, have them all come down this alleyway here and melt them down. And then have these three sit here in the middle. Ah, come on. Man, sometimes when those hit staircases, it's annoying. And again, what you want to do, mainly watch your left if you're over here. That's going to be your flank where the phalanx are going to come. But at this point, it looks like I don't have too much to worry about, as the boss is headed my direction. Once you have the boss over here, you want to listen for that axiom bolt. That thing's going to be coming. Right there. Listen for it. Shoot it out of the air, and then you want to use your sniper on him just to work him down. He's going to be coming down the stairs and then working his way up to eye level for you. You can pump a lot of damage to him from behind here. Just as soon as you hear that axiom bolt, back up from behind the wall, because as soon as it creeps over, it's going to get pretty close to you. And you can keep putting a few extra shots into him. And you've got a few different places around the room where you can come to. Again, using these grenades to your benefit. Listen for the axiom bolt. It's kind of nice to keep him at bay. And then the scions up there. The main thing you want to watch are these. The phalanx are going to be pushing up pretty hard on this side. Just due to Berserk, they're not going to stop hardly at all. So, nice thing about Berserk, they're all going to be on that side of the map. So, once you're over here, you should have a pretty clean run at a lot of enemies. Just try and line them up, see if you can, and then start getting these grenades out there. You'll really be able to get quite a few of them taken out. If not all of them, you'll get most of them for sure. Listen for that axiom bolt, because as you're low on health, you're like, oh, I can manage, and then that axiom bolt comes in and kind of ruins your day. Yep. Thermite grenades, with a lot of them, you can be pretty effective against Cabal. Every occasional one, not so effective, but throwing them all the time works really well. Just make sure you're picking off that axiom bolt. And then just start to put some sniper damage into them once you feel like you've got all the enemies. There's probably one scion down there that I can't see. And there's a axiom dart below me as well, I think. But I think it's just stuck underneath, so I should be okay. And just keep the sniping damage going. That axiom dart will make it over. And if I can get a few accurate shots on him. Look for those reinforcements to come. I'm already at 30,000, so again, very efficient room here for enemies. Just because you can group everything up so well. And this is a good time to throw double grenades out. Sometimes you'll be able to get some of those guys lined up. And those double grenades will help you out. Now, once you feel like you've got a decent use out of that platform up there, you can stay there if you want. It's actually not a bad place to fight from. But you'll have a lot of enemies come your way. If you pull them one direction early on and then you rotate a little bit, you're going to have a lot coming down one pathway. So you can funnel a lot of them into your grenades, which is going to be quite effective, as you can tell. They just keep coming. Grab some ammo that's around. I need sniper ammo for the boss. And you can even use your grenades to work the boss down too, so it's pretty nice that you can actually get quite a few uses out of things here. It's kind of that multi-purpose room for a change. Cabal's usually a pain in the butt, but as these guys are going down fairly well, I'm enjoying it. Come here, show me your head. Show me your head. There. Now the main thing you want to watch is the left-hand side over here. If you have any phalanx coming over here to try and flank you. But if you don't, it's not the end of the world. And he's probably going to work his way down. Looks like I've got probably like one scion left over here. Or a small group. They should go down fairly quickly. If you throw it before the stairs, it seems to go up the stairs. Come here, axiom bolt. I see you. Got some ammo, so I can keep putting some shots into him. Got a few shots in, but I know there's a couple stragglers back there, and I want all the points I can get. Apparently, it's just the one. Thought there was more than that. Where'd it go? There. And again, you can use your grenades, get some damage on him while you're a little low on ammo. Sometimes that'll work. Now I'm working on bringing... Oh, this isn't even the last wave. Got some points rolling now. Nice. Now again, trying to pull all these enemies down to you on this side can be an effective run. I'm a little low on sniper ammo right now, but we'll see how many guys I can come bring this direction. Nice thing is, if you can funnel the phalanx down into this little tunnel here, you're going to be able to melt them down really quickly and keep them from flanking you on the side, which is going to be really nice. Get off of me. And just keep going over there. Those grenades are going to start melting them down because they're going to have to run through everything. I don't understand what's happening right now. There's an Axiom Dart on me. And the Axiom Dart actually killed the little Scion. How sad. Well, that was a fairly efficient little run right there. Still got plenty of guys coming though. So definitely not done. Just remember, these guys will try and blast you. Oof, Axiom Dart's hurting. And if you feel like you're about to die, just move. I was trying to risk it back there and push as hard as I could, but there was a little too much going on. So, move on down, pick that off, and let the rest of them come to you. It's also nice, you can use grenades to save some ammo. Not as though I'm hurting at this point, apparently, but, you know, do what you gotta do. And if there's one random dude left, yeah, you can get the occasional precision kill, but go for grenades where you can. I'm already at 41,000, dang. Should have one more round of reinforcements here, just about any shot. Right there, they're coming. As I'm going to be throwing out a fair amount of grenades, I want to leave him at a little bit of health just because it seems that he takes some grenade damage too. So many Scions out there. If I could just line those up, I'd have like 2,000 points and 2 grenades. But 41, yeah, that first room, not going to be your big worry because you're going to get so many more points out of the rest. Don't even have to worry about it. So, yeah, just enjoy what's coming. In the second 2 rooms, just push through the first one. It's not going to be a big worry if you can get past it. And again, those phalanx are going to try and push over to this side. So try and keep them at bay with those grenades. Apparently I lined them up rather well. And again, just try and stop them from going wherever they're thinking about going. A couple of those Scions over there. I can get that one up there. Oh, hi, how you doing? Well, time to move. I'm out of here. Now, it's not grounded, and I guess this is the last one, so it may not really matter. This used to just be a nice way to run and not technically jump, but traverse a fair amount of the level fairly quickly. As these guys are going to be coming this way to you, you can throw a couple nice grenades there. Hopefully have those guys funnel through. That or they're going to be down here. Oh, come on. I've missed you by like a hair. Yeah, but try and keep melting them down there. It's a nice little funnel to put them into. And I do believe it's pretty close to time to finish off the boss. 45,000. Not too shabby. Easy run. I could go Sunbreaker for super kills and orbs, but I still think grenades are going to be a little better. He's pretty low on health. I'm going to try and finish him off. Aww. I was trying to finish him off with grenades, and I got a deduction. Dang it. Oh, I did, actually. There you go. Bam. That's a wrap, guys. This room is pretty easy. Just, you get your points of rotation up here on the platform. In the back in the corner, just watch the phalanx coming on your left. And then the front door, not a bad place either. Just rotate between them and you usually get them to line up pretty well. I hope this was helpful for you guys. Rise of Iron is around the corner, so much to do when that comes out. I'll be playing that like crazy. The weekly reset and early videos might be a little delayed. Not sure their Challenge of Elders is even going to be necessary anymore, so this may be one of the last ones I do. We'll see. But I do hope you guys are enjoying these. Thanks again for the support. It's been awesome. Subscribe at the channel. I will keep the content coming your way. You guys will be entered for your chance to win a copy of Rise of Iron. The last one I'm giving away on Friday. Other than that, likes are appreciated on the videos, guys. Probably more than you know. They definitely help me out a lot. And just if you have a question, drop a comment below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But yeah, thank you guys. Hope this was helpful. And this is just kind of the way to get through with the Titan. I will work on the Warlock and Hunter as the day progresses. Talk to you guys later.